Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of Through the Macro Lens, I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Today we'll be doing another tier list for the Conjuring universe, leading up to the new Conjuring film, Devil Made Me Do It, which our review is coming very soon. So this will hold you over till then. I want to address something quickly right away. Sun Dude isn't here because he hasn't seen any movies and he's sleeping. That too. So today it'll only be 2/3 of us, and it'll be me, Patronusgold, and
Me, Zefros.
yeah, yeah, the Conjuring universe. Let's do this. Can I do this?
Yeah.
There we go. I can do this. All right, let's start with the original Conjuring movie. I don't remember what year it came out. It came out at some point. Anyway, this is the original, the classic film. What's your opinion on it, mate?
I think it's a solid entry for the Conjuring series to have in the original Conjuring. They executed the premise and the horror, and the whole thing went quite well, mate. I was pretty engaged in it.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's great. James Wan directs it. He has a great eye for this sort of thing. It looks great. It's acted very well. The Warrants are first introduced. They're great protagonists. It's genuinely still pretty scary, and I've seen it like 3 times. It also does a pretty good job of balancing like the, let's say, true story, right, and the Hollywood stuff.
Events.
I think does really well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think it should go, mate?
I think it should go for an say a 9.
Oh, really? I also think it's a 9. That's like, yeah. Great thing. I'll spin this around, make it a bit bigger. Terrible job at that. Cool. It's a 9, yeah. All right. Then we get to a prequel, an interesting one. Oh yeah, well, that's another thing about the first Conjuring movie. They had a lot of these tacked on Annabelle sequences, which were very sequel baity, and we get to that here. Annabelle. What can we say about Annabelle? You know, what do you think about the movie?
If I remember correctly, there was oh yeah, I remember now. Apartment.
Yeah. Apartment,
It was
yeah.
decently scary, but like
Decently scary.
not as like engaging. I think its story. It's the first one. The characters
Yeah.
they're not as like good.
They're pretty ass.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, they're pretty ass. Yeah. For me, I think this is maybe my least favorite Conjuring movie, to be honest. I think it's shot pretty poorly and edited pretty bad as well. There's a lot of weird slow-mo and like just ruin the tension a lot of the time. The story itself is really cliched. The acting is kind of eh. It can be scary at times. I'll give it that. There's some scares to be found there, but overall, I think it's my pick for the weakest of the bunch. Where would you put it, mate?
Maybe around 5.
5? We'll give it like a 4 then, because I'd put it at like a 3. Really, yeah.
3.
All right. Now we come to the second in the mainline Conjuring films, The Conjuring 2. What do you think about this one, mate?
I thought this one's a banger.
Yeah,
Banging one.
banging one.
Yeah, it's like the first one, but British.
It is. It's the British first one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
a bit of more character development for the Ghostbusters. And like,
yeah,
you get to know them more. What's that?
yeah. Actually, adding on to that, I think surprisingly the strength of the film I didn't think was the horror aspect. I think it was actually the emotional aspect of the film with those the Warrens. I thought they had a really good emotional arc in this one, and it does set up for like future stuff with them, I guess. And
It's
yeah, I
still got
also
the
think this is quite
spooks.
yeah, it's still. Oh, no, no, don't get me wrong. It's still a scary movie. I'm just saying, like, surprising strength of the film. I think was the emotional stuff. It's also shot, in my opinion, actually, it's shot a little bit better than The Conjuring, which would I guess would make sense because
The
shot
sequel.
after. Uh,
I'm
I,
thinking
I
of
think the only real weakness with this one is it's starting off something which does get a lot worse in the series, which is the focusing a lot on like overall plot and not like the I guess true stories. And there's a lot. It's much more easy to tell what's like fact and fiction in this one than like the last one.
mm,
It still balances it like pretty decently well, but it does start setting up for like worse stuff in the series. Where would you put this one, mate?
I'm thinking like 9.5, mate.
9.5. Yeah, fuck it, let's go 9.5.
Leave it big.
Yeah, that'd be big. 9.5 banger. All right, and we come to Annabelle Creation. Um, what did you think? This is a prequel to Annabelle. Yeah, kind of interesting. Prequel to Annabelle. What do you think about that, mate?
Um, I'm trying to remember if it's more scary or not than the first Annabelle.
Oh, for sure it was. It was
Yeah,
yeah.
actually, yeah. It is more spooky, but like to me there's like too many characters. I'm like, why a lot of characters? But then again,
It's, uh, and they're like only one or two of them are actually like fleshed out, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I'd say, yeah, I think I enjoyed it more than Annabelle.
I think it brings first of all the direction of the film is really good. I thought it was like really it looked really good, especially when compared to the first Annabelle, which I think didn't really look good at all. Um, and also I liked how um, they still capture like I guess the claustrophobia of the first Conjuring, first and second Conjuring movies in this. I think they did a pretty good job at that,
Hmm.
and it added to like some of the better scares in the film. And it's, yeah, good stuff here. Where would you put it, mate?
Maybe 6 to 7.
You know what? I'll settle for a 7 with you if you want.
All right.
So I was thinking an 8. Oh shit. Oh. Annabelle Creation at a 7. All right, now we get to the prequel to everything, I guess, right? The Nun.
The Nuni.
Yeah.
Oh, this was the funny one
It was the funny one, I guess. Yeah.
because the nun be funny looking.
Yeah.
It had some scares,
Yeah.
and I like the change of setting.
Yeah.
Romania.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Mm,
Uh,
what's the bad stuff?
I think there's like at this point it's been what like 4 movies in, so you kind of get a lot of the same sort of tropes and stuff, I guess, in
Yeah.
terms of
Oh,
the
this time it's
scares.
zombies.
Kind of. Oh yeah, there is some zombie stuff in there. Honestly, rewatching this for the third time, it's actually not as bad. It's not. I don't think it's really a bad movie, to be honest. It's got like a lot of, it does a lot of good like atmospheric stuff in it. I think like whenever they're doing anything in like inside the church
The
area, it's
set's
pretty
really
cool.
good.
Yeah, and even the characters aren't terrible. Like, Frenchie's pretty funny guy.
Okay.
You kind of care about them, and there's a pretty good twist midway, although you do see it kind of coming. Uh,
Yeah. It's all a delusion.
I think the ending of the film gets kind of goofy and not that great.
Yeah.
And generally speaking, I think other than like atmospheric tension, the actual like scares themselves, there are like a couple of good ones, but overall, it's not that scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like definitely not as bad as I remember it being, to be honest. Yeah. Where would you put it, mate?
I'm thinking 6.
I'm thinking a 6 too. Yeah.
Alright, alright. Yeah.
All right. The next one we've got is kind of I guess, a sequel to Conjuring 2 slash spin-off, The Curse of La Llorona. You hasn't seen this, so I'll just take this by myself.
Mm-hmm.
The strength in it lies within its folklore sort of thing, which is one of the things I didn't like about Annabelle was that there is like an actual, I guess, real life story there, but they decided to do like a prequel to that, which was a weird choice when they could have been, I don't know, using that story, which is creepier. But anyway, which is the same as this one, really. They could have used that folklore story, but it's only like a base for the actual story, which just takes place in LA. It's kind of the same thing as you've always seen before. It has like the worst Conjuring aspects in the terms of it's just jump scare, jump scare, jump scare, no actual tension. It's honestly a really forgettable movie, like forgettable characters. Just I honestly don't remember anything about this film, really. So like
Dang.
now that I think about it, maybe it is the weakest of the things. So at least I can remember Annabelle. Like, yeah, fuck it. I guess it's the weakest of the bunch. This will go at like a 3. So I guess maybe it had some like decent like makeup or something. It had some fine. I don't know, maybe production value was okay. That's what I remember. But other than that, kind of yeah. Now we get to the final thing before Conjuring 3, and this one is set between Conjuring 1 and Conjuring 2, I think. Annabelle comes home, the third Annabelle movie. What do you think about it, dear?
Yeah. This one's a bit of a different thing.
Yeah.
And I like it because it's like, ooh,
Yeah.
spooky adventure.
Yeah.
And they got characters. It'd be like Scooby Doo.
Doopy.
What do you think?
Uh, it has some really cool stuff in here, and I like that it's something else. It's not like it doesn't feel like it fits into the Conjuring formula at all, and I got to give it props for that. I think the characters are actually I remember the characters. That's a good thing, unlike the Curse of La Llorona. Uh, I think my biggest problem with it is just it's not scary at all. Like,
Yeah.
my way of putting it was it's like the goosebumps of the Conjuring universe. You know what I mean, right? It's like a bunch
Yeah.
of cool, wacky character monsters, but like no genuine scares. Like honestly, I can't think of any at any point being actually scared in this film. But it is different. That's kind of cool. Yeah. Where would you
Okay,
put it,
man.
mate?
I'd give it
Yeah,
a 7.
7. I'd give it like a 6.5 ish. It's like let's put like a 6.75.
Ooh. Okay.
Ah,
Let's put it 6.5 or something.
6.5. All right, I'll make it 6.5. And that is the Conjuring universe. Yeah. Did you agree with
Nice.
our choices? Give us a like if you did. Give us a like even if you didn't. Comment your ordering, ranking, tiers, stuff in the comments below. Check out our review of Conjuring The Devil Made Me Do It, coming out in like the next day or two. Oh, and after this release probably.
Okay.
Anything you'd like to add, Dio?
Nah, it's good.
I'll take that as a no. Yeah.
That's it
All
now.
right then. I'll see you guys on the next.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.